CPE residency program at Prisma Health is really one of our most exciting programs here. We're talking about an organization that sees over 1 million patients a year, 18 hospitals, 2 trauma centers, 2 children's hospitals, and it's a rich clinical environment for CPE students. We talk about inspiring health, serving with compassion, and being the difference. And our residents every day get to enter the lives of our patients and families, the most meaningful times of their life, the most difficult and vulnerable times of their life. And one of the core elements of our CPE program is that we train students to enter the lives of people when they need support, the ability to be present and supportive at the darkest times of their lives.
Our residency program encompasses a total learning in the sense that we allow the space and time for students to work on their internal needs as a caregiver at the same time that they're working on their clinical skills. And so the students are able to go out and to do their work in the clinic, and then they come back and process that work in their group setting, and then have the opportunity to go back out and to experiment as they go along to make sure that they are continuing to grow both in their clinical skills but also in their interpersonal skills.
The key elements of our program here at Prisma Health and CPE lay on the foundation of us believing firmly that spiritual care is an art form. We work to develop the artists that are the students practicing spiritual care. We believe a successful CPE program means that they learn everything they can about themselves so that they go on the floors and encounter that work. We accomplish that here by the clinical method of learning. So students go on the floors and make visits and reflect on visits. And in the process of doing so, they learn so much about themselves, about their history, their celebrations in their lives, their ups, but also their painful moments. And learning and experiencing all of those and their history, we believe they're able to connect empathetically to the people on the floors doing the same work.
A resident experiences firsthand care at the bedside of patients and families that are going through multiple crises, whether it be illness or physical ailments, mental ailments. A resident is able to meet with that patient, see that patient, and learn how to understand and hear what they're saying.
A resident experiences many things during their time. You get out of this process what you put into it. Many of our students experience a lot of healing themselves as they are working on the process of how to engage healing with others. And so we do a lot of work around helping the student get to know themselves better.
Beowulf is a member of our interdisciplinary team. He is part of the Canine Fetch Unit. He is the first adult therapy dog here, and he is the chaplain's dog. He comes alongside me, and we use him as an intervention to help with existential pain and suffering. Residents will often shadow me and then later work with me to learn how to work in an interdisciplinary context, and then some of the unique interventions that palliative care chaplains do, such as guiding family meetings about plans and goals of care.
What drew me to this residency program was, as part of the interview process, I reached out to professionals that I knew in other parts of the country and said, these are the folks that are running this program. What do you know about them? And their response was, that's a really good program. Those are some of the great folks in our profession of teaching people how to be chaplains. You will feel supported and like you are getting the best out of your residency.
This program helps you to be introspective and to observe how you show up when you're caring for people. This program has helped me to learn more about authentically who I am, and I'm glad for that.
So working with the staff chaplains here, it's been very great. They've encouraged me to talk to them. If I have any fears, they've been coaching me, giving me different materials. They're just showing me a lot, and they're still showing me how to do things and just letting me know, hey, you're part of the team.
Everybody just seems to want to see you succeed, want to see you reach the goals you said you wanted to reach when you got here. When you really chart your own course in this program for becoming a chaplain and for what you think a chaplain should be and look like and do in a day-to-day context. It's helped me reach career goals. It looks good on a resume. Personally, more important than that is just helped me become a better human being.
One of the biggest things that benefits me as well as the patients is we're in this together, collaboration, where you are part of a team, where there's other people in the same boat with you, you can collaborate with them, and the staff as well, they really come alongside you to empower you and to help you to become a better chaplain. All that to say is that I've seen it firsthand making a difference in the clinic of I'm more confident as a chaplain. I'm owning my authority. I'm having that collaboration to help me see things, my blind sides that maybe I don't always see, to be able to help my patient in a deeper way with their care, and not just the patient, but family members too.
I've seen myself grow in this experience through a lot of self-reflection. It gave me the opportunity to take a deep dive into looking at myself. It also has given me insight of how I care for people.
So as a resident, I was mainly at Baptist. I went from the women's floor to seeing people in ICU to even being in orthopedics. So it was a breadth of experience. And as I finished, what happened is I decided that I wanted to be more than a chaplain. I wanted to educate. I wanted to actually help others to do the same job. So after a year of the residency, I came back and was accepted, and it's been different because I do continue to be a chaplain to patients and staff, but now a large part of my responsibility is to actually be with the students.
As a certified educator candidate, we all have a different theory for what our goals are for our students. What we focus on, what we try to do is help students become more self-aware so that when they leave here, regardless of whatever ministry setting they end up in, we believe that that self-awareness leads to a more whole person. And so my hope for students is that they know more about themselves and more about the options that they have in life.
My hope is that if they do choose clinical ministry as their calling and as what they would like to pursue, that we would be able to use some of our connections to be able to help them find jobs that they would thrive at within clinical settings and hospice settings. We are always a resource to any student that comes through this program, even after they leave.
Prisma Health is a teaching hospital, so not only do we have chaplains who are residents, but we have medical residents and social work residents, psychology residents. Our goal is to fit into the mission of Prisma Health. We want to be the spiritual care gatekeepers for Prisma Health, and we want to continue to build our spiritual care program so that the impact on the overall organization is that we have a spiritual care department that meets the needs of the people in our communities.